Frank, what's the trendiest door style of the year? I get this question all the time, and I always answer, why do you care if you're not even selling your house? You see, the trendiest door style of this year, 2026, might be the worst door style for your home. Not only that, the trendiest door style of this year might be the one that disappears 6 months from now. So you need to understand that you got to worry about that only when you're about to sell your house. Otherwise, you need to grasp what door style is trendy today and it will be trendy 10 years from now. In this video, I will talk about the 3 door styles that are trendy in 2026. And hopefully you can recognize the one that it's right for you. The shaker style family. Family because there are variations to the classic shaker door that we all know. That simple frame that wraps around that thin panel, and that could go from 2¼ to 3 inches to 3½ inches width. The variations are about the details on the inside edges. So those details could be sharp and masculine, or could be soft and feminine. So you have enough to choose when you want to pair it with the vibe, with the style in your home. However, the classic shaker door is the one that's got the superpower. The superpower is its simplicity. And that simplicity allowed this door to be trendy for decades. And I don't think it's going anywhere. The superpower is shown for basically the versatility. See, when something is so simple like the shaker door, you decide what vibe you want to get in your kitchen, pairing it with the right accessories. I'll give you an example. If you pick a classic shaker door and then you pick sharp, clean crown molding and very minimalistic hardware like handles, you will have a modern kitchen with a shaker door. If you pair the shaker door with very curvy and groovy crown molding, and you decide to pick very ornate hardware, handles or knobs, now that shaker door will give you a kitchen that it looks very traditional and elegant. That is the reason why the shaker doors, especially the classic one, will not go anywhere. And it's used with the darkest stain on very elegant walnut grain to the most clinical white you can get. The slim shaker, it's basically the trendiest of all for 2026 and probably 2025. It's kind of the classic shaker door with a severely reduced frame. However, built completely different. Because while the classic shaker door is the strong frame that supports the central panel, the slim shaker has actually the strong, thick panel that supports that slim frame. And that frame could be anywhere from 1/2 inch, 3/4, up to 1 inch wide. We can joke around and say that it's the love child between the classic shaker door and the slab door. We can even say that it is the choice of those homeowners that like that North European feel, that minimalistic look, but they're afraid of going fully slab because they think their kitchen will look too cheap. It comes in any material and it looks good with the whitest white possible to the darkest walnut stain. Slab doors, the simplest of the 3 and definitely the one that triggers the most controversial discussion in the industry. You will find homeowners that think that slab doors are very sophisticated and homeowners that think that slab doors are too simple and too cheap looking. So where is the truth? Is it right in the middle? Not at all. You will never find an homeowner that says, I'm okay with a slab door. They either hate it or love it. Slab doors are very popular in ultra-modern renovation, contemporary homes, and definitely condos. You'll find it available in any material except solid wood. You have to opt for the wood veneer option, which is way more stable. When you pick a slab door, you basically have to pay attention the most to the next decision. When you have a door style that is so simple, picking the right handle, picking the right accessories, picking the right colors becomes way more important. Because differently than, for instance, the shaker door, you have nowhere to hide. So the pressure is on the next decision when your decision is to go with a slab door. So to close now, which one should you choose? Please do not obsess going after the trend. Make sure the door style you pick is in sync with the rest of the main floor. Make sure that the door style you pick allows the kitchen to be in the same vibe like the rest of your home. And rarely you'll get it wrong. If you obsess going after the trend, you might force something in your house that does not belong.